Also representing the Eddie Joseph Texas High School Football Hall of Fame coach category is Coach Jeff Traylor from Gilmer High School. Now, Coach Traylor has made a profound impact on football in this state at both the high school and collegiate levels, and that is not the easiest thing in the world to do, to make that transition successfully and smoothly. He's done just that. Currently the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners since 2020. He previously, of course, built the powerhouse at his hometown of Gilmer, posting an incredible 175-26 record over 15 seasons. Under his leadership, the Gilmer Buckeyes won 3 state championships, 2004, 2009, and 2014, and they made 2 additional state title game appearances, and they captured 12 district titles. His 2004 team went 16-0 to secure the 3A Division II state title. The 2009 team, 15-0, and won the 3A Division I title. In 2014, his high-powered Gilmer offense dominated, scoring 950 points, one of those prolific offenses in Texas history, and won the 4A Division II state championship. In honor of his contributions, Gilmer has renamed their stadium Jeff Traylor Stadium. Throughout his career, Coach Traylor has earned numerous accolades: the Texas High School Coach of the Year 4 times, District Coach of the Year 12 times. He was inducted into the East Texas Coaches Association's Hall of Honor in 2019, and he will be inducted into the THSCA Hall of Honor this coming July. At UTSA, he's compiled a 46-20 record. He's led the Roadrunners to 2 conference championships and 5 straight bowl appearances. UTSA's 29-3 home record ranks 3rd in the FBS over the past 5 years. He's also been a 4-time National Coach of the Year finalist, a 2-time Conference Coach of the Year finalist, and has led his team with 15 All-American honors and 91 All-Conference selection. So, being inducted into the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame in the Eddie Joseph Texas High School Coach category, please welcome Coach Jeff Traylor.
Thank you all very much. I'm trying to tell a few stories, thank a lot of people, and brag on some folks, so I'll try to be quick. This is my greatest honor. It's not even close. These Texas high school coaches that are in this room are literally my heroes, and it still cracks me up when they try to introduce themselves to me when they've been my heroes my entire life. To the THSCA, I didn't know how special it was until I became a college coach and I traveled the country. It's not like this anywhere else. They've got athletes in Florida, they've got athletes in Louisiana, they've got athletes all over the country. It's just not ran the way our place is ran. It's the THSCA, it's UIL, it's the combination, it's the superintendents, it's the school board members, it's the booster clubs. It just means more in this state. So grateful. Hell, if you can't tell why we're special, I mean, Lee Wigington up here, I mean, God, if you can't tell why our freaking fraternity's not a badass fraternity, man, you just don't know what you're looking at, right? Johnson Nelson sent me a picture. I hate every picture I've ever seen of myself, but Johnson Nelson sent me a picture in that magazine a while ago of my THSCA cap. That's a badass picture, John. I appreciate you sending that. That was pretty cool. I got to talk about my mom, my dad. My dad passed away in December, right before our bowl game a couple of years ago. Didn't know a dang thing about sports, but man, he loved God and he loved to sing. And he drug our butts in that church every single Sunday. My mom played the piano, my dad could sing Amazing Grace better than anybody in the world. I can't wait till I hear him say the King is coming when I go up there one day. He taught my brothers and I to get our ass in church and to work. And he worked us to death. And we cut more firewood, hauled more hay, fed more food before the rest of you guys even got up. And then we went to work at school. And then the best day of my life, my mama told my daddy, no more free help with them boys. You hire some help, and there's no more free help. He didn't hire anybody. It was still just us. My brother Kurt's sitting here. He's coached our offensive line with me at Jacksonville High School. He's coached our offensive line at Gilmer. He's coached our offensive line at UTSA. I've got to work with my baby brother for 30 freaking years. And he's a freaking great coach and a better brother. His wife, Katie's a stud. All 4 of his kids are here. Will and Cole and Allie and Riley, love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. My baby brother couldn't be here, so I'm not even going to name his name. His name's Andy, but that's all he's getting. My wife, Carrie, she can't stand up, Patrick, saying the instructions. Care Bear, she's still hotter than fish grease. I know I dropped that line on y'all back in 2009. She's a baddie now. She's a little baddie. 33 years. I've got 3 kids that are just freaking rock stars. My oldest boy, he couldn't make it. He's excused. Jordan, he coaches for the Vikings. They had some rookie ball today, so I let him stay up there, and I didn't want him to get fired his first year up there with the Vikings. His wife, Sierra, my first grandchild, Mickey Jacob. So my middle child, Jake, came in from Washington. Really appreciate that. He's on TV almost as much as RG3. He works for Politico. If you ever see a handsome-ass kid named Jake Traylor on CNN or ABC or all them cool stations he's on, that's him. My baby girl, JC, who's just praying this 4 minutes will get over without me getting canceled. I don't know if that's because she cares about her father or her will. I don't know which way that works, but she's ready for me to get off this stage. Very grateful for her being here, coming in from Manhattan. Isn't that crazy? I'm from Gilmer, Texas, people. I got a child in Washington, one in Minneapolis, and another one in Manhattan. There is a Lord, and there's a good wife right there for sure. My mother-in-law, who's a freaking rock star, Donna, Carrie's mom, and she is my biggest fan. And she cut a deal with me 33 years ago. She got me good. Back then, they called collect every single day. And I said, I can't afford that. I'm coaching at Big Sandy, Texas. I don't have that kind of money. She said, if you'll keep my daughter all those years, I'll pay for the collect calls. You won't have to pay for them. Y'all don't know what those mean, children. Well, I got a cell phone now, so I kept her daughter, and she didn't have to pay for any phone bills. I still got the best deal out of that. Carrie's best friend, Melinda, came in. Husband, Mike T., thank you for making the trip. If you want to read this story a lot quicker, Dr. Hunter Taylor wrote this whole story. Believe it or not, he picked to write a book about me called Draw the Line. You can read the whole thing if you just want to get up and leave right now. I'll give him a plug for his book. I'm at Big Sandy. I'm rocking along. Out of nowhere, a man named Danny Long calls me. It was the greatest call I ever took in my life. No interview. He's a wild thing, too. I said, don't you want to interview me? He said, no. Ken Jones and Phil Jones told me, you're the best freaking coach in East Texas. I need to hire you. Got these 3 kids named McCowan. They freaking love basketball. I can't have them go straight to the gym. I need them on the football field. We need receivers with them. Come up here and just play basketball with them and make sure you get me a bunch of receivers. I said, Coach, what am I going to do? Like, what's my job going to be? He said, I don't know that yet. He said, I got an O-line job. I said, I can't coach O-line. He said, don't worry. We'll figure something out. Just come on up here. I told Kerry we're going to Jacksonville. Best decision I ever made in my life, man. Coach Long cries. He cusses sometimes. He loves the Lord. I didn't know you could be me and be a ball coach until I worked for Danny. Appreciate you, Coach. Got to meet Matt Turner, the greatest freaking coach in the entire world. He's worked with me at Jacksonville, at Gilmer. He's the best freaking coach at UTSA. He is an unbelievable, he's Jesus with skin on. He's just down here with us right now. Not supposed to be here tonight, but I knew he would be. Love you. My middle child, Jake's named after him, Jacob Matthew. His wife, Jill. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I got to meet some super people. Wayne Coleman, Herb Minyard, Cecil Newton, who made the trip. Appreciate you, Cecil, your wisdom through the years. He's the guy that coached defense, and he always said, what if, what if, what if, what if? I'm like, Cecil, they can't run all them freaking plays, but we went over every one of them all night long. March 2000, my best girlfriend who married my best boyfriend, Melinda Hurt and Colin Hurt, called me. They said, hey, Coach Mullins is resigning at Gilmer. You need to call and apply for the job. I said, there's not a chance in hell they'll hire me to come back home. I'm the only person in the history of the school that got blackballed from the National Honor Society. They're not going to hire me as a football coach. There's no freaking way. Danny called Dr. Bennett. I called Dr. Bennett. I said, Dr. Bennett, it would just be good for my resume if you give me an interview. I'm trying to get a job so I can quit working with this crazy ass Danny Long. And if you give me an interview at Gilmer, somebody will hire me. He's like, Jeff, I got Robert Bureau wanting this job. I got Dennis Alexander, who are legends in East Texas, wanting this job. I'll give you a 30-minute interview. Your mama was the best teacher my daughter Megan ever had. So I'm going to give you an interview because of your mom. Well, I went in for my interview. Well, you can tell how this goes with me, right? 3.5 hours later, I knew I had a chance. Dr. Bennett hired me. I got hired. I got a newspaper article, if you don't believe me, it's still on my desk right now at San Antonio. It was a split vote. One of them refused to put his name on there. 2 of them denied they voted against me, but I got a newspaper article that proved which 2 voted against me. We won't hold any grudges. Mike Waller will forgive you. No, I'm moving on. Mary, thank you for coming with him. Appreciate that very much. Dr. Bennett gets to retire. He rides off on his own story. Made my day. Man, John King at Longview and Pat Collins called me and said, man, there's a guy named Rick Albritton over here at Longview. You need to make sure y'all hire this guy. I said, hell, I can't hire him. I'm not the I'm the football coach. He said, Jeff, if we all know your cousins, all your best friends are on that school board, you've got 6 of the 7 votes, get the man hired. I'm like, well, I'll do my best. I definitely had a say in him getting the job for sure. He's made our town big time. We got a new high school. We got a new elementary school. We got a new early childhood. We got new stadiums. We got new girl facilities. I mean, we even got a Starbucks in Gilmer right now. I mean, we are really something. Rick, you're a godsend. Thank you so much, Janet, for being here for me. Alan Metzel, who worked for me all those years, now the head coach at Gilmer. One of my greatest moments. The NCAA is whacked out, right? Like, I can't go to the state championship game. It's always dead for some reason. Well, one year, they let us go. 1 year. The Gilmer Buckeyes were there in 2023. I had a booster fly us in. My entire staff was there. To watch, man, my former coaches, all my former players are on that staff. To watch them win another state championship was one of my greatest joys. Thank you, Alan, and your wife, Jenna, for being here. Rebel Jackson, my next-door neighbor, coached the freaking 7-on-7 team for 25 years. He's still doing it. His wife, Kim, here. Thank y'all so much for being here. In my very last game there, I remember holding up state championship trophy, and I was thinking, you know, it don't matter how many more times Scott Surratt beats me. I've won a state championship multiple times. I got a stadium named after me. There's no way they can fire me. I think I'm going to just shellac the next 25 years of my life. Little did I know God had a lot in store for me. Charlie Strong called me at the University of Texas. I got to go there and win all kinds of these cool little recruiting national awards because of a man named Mike Gillio, who's now my general manager, and his wife, Caitlin. No way I became a head coach without your work, Mike. I appreciate you, and you're working for me now. Got to go to SMU in Arkansas with a guy named Chad Morris, who's in this Hall of Honor. Appreciate Chad for giving me that opportunity. And then, boom, December 9th, 2019. I got a job I probably didn't deserve. I got to go to UTSA. I mean, God is good. Your prayer life your dreams should always be so large that your prayer life has to match it. So when your dreams come true, no human can take the credit for it. Only the Lord got me that job, and I'm grateful for that job. Let me brag on my road runners a little bit. 5 straight bowls, 2 conference championships, 29-3, but that's not what I want to brag about. We don't have all this stuff, man. NIL, transfer portal, we ain't banking like that in San Antonio. We just don't roll like that. If you'd have told me I had to start a collective and start paying football players in San Antonio, well, here are the people that did it all, man. Martin and Becky Salinas. Becky has to give up a ton of her poor shopping budget to Martin so we can support these dang kids. Mike and Vicky. Mike gets you all the Spurs tickets, man. We're fixing to be hot in San Antonio with our Spurs right now. You want to know Mike Setzer, I can promise you. JJ Perez, who does an unbelievable job of covering us. Jason and April, man, nothing y'all don't do. Thank you for your car. You let me drive every single day. It's a badass Tahoe every day. Greg and Christy, man, appreciate y'all what you did with Christy's Hope for being here tonight. Man, my man Andrew, where you at, Andrew? Andrew was my freaking tight end, my team barber. Now he's the freaking DFO of UTSA, man. He's a badass. Appreciate you, Andrew. And his wife, Sierra, Ron Ritterman and Patty, appreciate you. I also forgot Colin and Melinda's son, Mason. Appreciate you being here. Colin Lane, wife, Rachel. What a ride. Bud Grant said it best, man. If you want to be a great coach, You got to have a patient wife, a loyal ass dog, and some great quarterbacks. Man, I knocked it out of the park. I got every one of them and then some. It's been an absolute blessing. JC, I hope I didn't embarrass you too much. I love you. Hope it was under 5 minutes. God bless and birds up.